efforts. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Boston Celtics going up against the Atlanta Hawks. And now off to Phillips Arena with our crew of Kevin, Clark, and Steve, who are ready for the call.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for the Celtics, Smart is out there with Brown. We've got Williams. We will see him go to work on that low block. One of the great centers right now in the league. And it's Horford in at the 4. And for Atlanta, and it's Collins in at the power forward position. Kicks it to Smart. The 3. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
You know, a big part of why the Celtics dropped so much last season was they weren't very good on the road. Ended with a 14-27 record away from home, which was by far the lowest of any team in the East that made the playoffs.
Young with the ball. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And he dunks it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
And as you said, Clark, rarely can you win just over a third of your road games like the Celtics did and expect to make the playoffs. And had they played closer to 500 on the road, you know, Steve, there's a good chance they could have ended up as the 5th or the 4th seed.
Well, and in the Celtics case, it wasn't their defense, Kevin. It was their offense that betrayed them when they went out onto the road. They just couldn't win the close games. And some of it was just age and injury. But so many of those road losses from last year just came back to haunt them, and that's why they ended up with that 7 seed.
Screen.
Shot's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Smart. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Murray, he's covered by Brown. Now Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kevin, he never misses the chance to go up for a dunk. So I'd advise guys to either get in position to take a charge or maybe just get out of the way.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
And that one falls for Collins.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
And so Collins nails both of them. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent. Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Collins, a screen on Brown. Back to Young. Pass to Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From the post. Williams with the defensive effort.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Tatum. The offensive rebound. Williams kicks to Smart. He's against Young. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The first one falls.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In a January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
He hits both from the stripe. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA, but overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses, and I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
Williams a screen. Doubled by Hunter. Tatum. Nice shot from the wing.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Young passes to Murray. Back to Young. No one near him. And that one hits back iron.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Tries it from 9. Up again. Williams.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you need on the offensive glass. That's the only way to get it done.
It's Young on the wing. Again, Young missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. On the wing, Brown. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
And here's Young. He passes to Murray. Shoots it up. The rebound by the Celtics.
I see him.
Tatum defended by Hunter. Here's Smart. 7 points in the game. Horford kicks to Smart. Back to Horford. He feeds it to Smart. And the three off target. The Hawks trailing. Here's Murray. Brown outside. Blocked. Young with the ball. And the pass to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Young off a pick from Collins. From downtown. Shot's good from Hunter. He's got 6.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Horford with it. Now guarded by Collins. It's Brown with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
That free throw good from Brown. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
That one is no good.
You know, when you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And you know, over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Well, Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league in that regard. And, Steve, they were getting, what, about 8 a game?
That's been the case with the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
Boston's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Smart with the ball. Young's there. And the basket good. Smart's got 9. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Here's Hunter, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Celtics making a switch here. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Dishes it to White. Griffin a screen on Young. White drives in. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
White against Young. Good on the shot.
Well, Kevin, he's extremely adept at creating his own shot. You know, we got a lot of catch-and-shoot guys in the NBA, but players who can beat you off the dribble and score are tough to come by.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
And the Hawks making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And that one falls for Young. For Boston, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Back to Williams. Now the dish to White. Clock at 6. That's good. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
It's tipped. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Hawks shooting their
Guys, about 81% as a team.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And the first one drops. The Celtics making a switch here. Richards is checked in. Both free throws good from Bogdanovich. Boston trailing. Picked by Griffin. Brogdon. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Griffin. Back to Holiday. Outside Griffin.
I see him.
Fires the 3. Gets it to go. Griffin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
Brogdon, defended by Griffin. He dishes it to White. Outside Williams. The 10-footer. No luck.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Holiday. Blocked. But they recover it.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
The Hawks making a switch here. Number 41. And he slams that one down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Brogdon, defended by Griffin. Shot is no good, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Holiday. Pass to Griffin. 6 to shoot from 12 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics trail by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Feeds to Williams. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Atlanta leading by 3. Outside Holiday. The jump hook. Passes it to Bogdanovich. The feed to Holiday. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Tries again. And Atlanta again with the bucket. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams a screen on Griffin. Williams a screen. Inside. Deflects the pass. They get it back. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Celtics have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they made the most of their opportunities from the free throw line a year ago, guys. About 82% as a team.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
That free throw good from Griffin.
You know, you get the kind of love Blake Griffin has gotten for dunking on everybody in the league. It doesn't go over well with your opponents. I noticed last season teams started to get a lot more physical with him because of that.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Griffin hits them both. And with hard fouls becoming a topic of discussion last season for LeBron James and certainly for Blake Griffin, Steve, what's your take? Does Griffin change his style of play? Does the league step in to protect players like him? How do you view that?
Well, the league already does protect everybody. I mean, you can't commit a hard foul these days without it being called flagrant. So, I mean, I think Griffin is fine. He just needs to continue to improve. And what he can do more than anything is develop a low post game that would translate into the playoffs.
Celtics trail by 3. Brogdon uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Number 41. And a missed layup. Here's White. Can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Here's Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brick. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, you hear murmurs that some in the NBA fraternity consider Blake Griffin a little too nice. Their feeling is that if you get physical with him, you can take him out of his game. It's surprising considering his size and strength. Blake said, "I've never really worried about being called soft. If anybody wants to step up and take that challenge, I'm more than happy, off the court, because I don't want to get suspended. And guys, he's too valuable to this team to miss games. But some feel he has to retaliate to let opponents know he means business."
That animosity can stick around, Doris. Tough thing. Thank you. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
He passes to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Williams gets the bucket.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Holiday. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. No coverage that time. For Boston, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Horford with a screen on Holiday. Richard. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Holiday, the pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots from 12, and it's blocked. Smart dishes to Brown. Williams has a screen for Brown. And there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smart. Shot clock at 6. Williams inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
The Hawks trail by 8. They set the pick. The pass to Hunter. Shot off the screen. And he hits the jump shot. 10 points for him.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Kicks to Brown. He feeds it to Smart for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Dishes it to Collins. Murray. Steps back and fires. Al Horford with the rebound.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Richard. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
You know, I don't get caught up in whether Horford is a power forward or center. All I know is he can ball, and his skill set allows him to be productive and consistent.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Murray. Atlanta again missing. And Horford, a great combination of skill, Steve, and toughness.
Yeah, but he's one of my favorite players in the league. Just such a high skill level, but tough. He rebounds, he defends well. He can guard either the power forward or center position. And a winner. Remember, he won 2 NCAA championships at Florida.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got it going now. Above 60% shooting for the night, and it's going to be tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Murray, the pass to Hunter. Now Murray. Clock at 6. To stop the run. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Easy points, come on!
That's good for Murray. The Celtics making a switch here. Both free throws good for Murray. Celtics leading by 11. Now Brown. Good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And here's Young. He's got 6. Passes it to Hunter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Picked by Horford. Tatum. And blocked. Hunter, the pass to Young. With the lead pass. Horford with the block. Tatum, defended by Hunter. Tatum. The dish now to Horford. Off target with his 3. The Hawks trail by 13. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Murray, no good.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
The Hawks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the Celtics making a change here. Richards is checked in. And the free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 11. He dishes it to Smart. Defended by Hunter. Puts it up from 7. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Young passes to Murray. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Young's got 8 points.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Smart kicks to Brown. Tatum, defended by Hunter. Young with the ball. 8 points for him. Throws it up high. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Pass to Brown. There's the pick. That one wide left.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Young passes to Murray. Number 17. He's covered by Brown.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
And the Celtics making a change here. Celtics leading by 9. Now here's Smart. 14 points for him. White dishes to Smart. Feeds it to Brown. Sinks the triple. Brown's got 8 points.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and, of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Young. 8 points for him. Murray. The stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 6.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
There's the feed to Smart. Pass to Griffin. And it's sent back by Murray. And they get it back. Here's White. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. For Boston, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Tries to keep it alive. And there's the pass to Murray. From 17 feet out. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Now Smart. 14 points for him. He kicks to Brown. Here's the floater. Here's Murray. He feeds it to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 4 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Brown. Celtics leading by 10. There's a screen by Williams. Atlanta with the rebound.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Passes to Murray. Clock is at 3. A 3 ball.
Good boy, good boy.
Rebound, Boston. White's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And for the Hawks, who are so good on the break, ended up 3rd in the league last year in fast break points. Steve, not a surprise with the athletes that team has.
Yeah, but that's changing, Kevin. Josh Smith's departure, I think, is a big blow. They're not as good in transition anymore, but they do have some exciting young talent, young players who can get out and run. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of seasons to watch this team unfold.
The Hawks trail by 10. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Williams with the block. Boston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And here's Smart. 14 points for him. He passes to White. Good. And now it's a 12-point Celtic lead. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Young with the ball. He's got 10. Kicks to Collins. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Collins, good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Celtics leading by 10.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Tatum, shot is blocked. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Celtics. They're up by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint. NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity, family friendly, and a whole bunch of fun. Let's check out the action. Boston leading against Atlanta. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. And hanging tough, the Atlanta Hawks. They've dialed up the tempo, ripping and running. It's been a fun one to watch. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. What a game we're seeing from Smart.
Yeah, the defensive effort and intensity has been fantastic, and you can tell he's really inspiring his team with his play.
Yeah, his emotion and his production. He's been patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there, and he's really made a statement with his defensive effort.
Capella. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Come on, you can hit this.
And he can't get the first one. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
Celtics leading by 9. Now here's Smart. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Murray. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Can't hit one. The jump hook. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams a screen on Collins. Brown outside. Dishes to Williams. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. No good from Hunter.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice.
The dish to Horford. Feeds it to Smart. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Young outside. Now the pass to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. The Hawks working the ball around. The Hawks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That's good from Hunter. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics leading by 7. Williams a screen. Down low. Here's Brown. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the game so far for Brown, he has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Young outside. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
You know, Horford missed a big chunk of that 2011-12 season after he tore the pectoral muscle in his shoulder. But he bounced back last season, and he arguably had his best year of his NBA career.
Murray, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And going back down, Horford, a career-high, Clark, last season in minutes played.
Yeah, he averaged a double-double for the first time in his career, Kevin, so that injury didn't give the Hawks pause. They rode Horford more than ever, and he was up to the challenge.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. The Hawks trail by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
That's tipped and taken away by Brown. He dishes it to Smart. Atlanta with the rebound. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shot from 16. Williams with the block. Here's Collins, defended by Smart. Clock at 6. And Young, here we go. Murray makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 10 points for him.
The bounce pass was the key to the play.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the Hawks making a change here. Horford backing in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Back to Brown. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Brown's got 14 points for the game.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Here's Murray. He's covered by Brown. Hunter, the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 12. Celtics leading by 11. Pass to Brown. The feed to Horford. He kicks to Williams. They get the rebound. Again, the miss by Williams. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Young, here we go. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
No good on that one. The Celtics making a switch here. And he's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Griffin. Back to Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
You got this, no problem.
First one falls for him. Boston making a switch here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And the Celtics with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kicks it to Williams. Launches it. Can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Griffin passes to Bogdanovich. Young. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. From deep. Shot is off. Celtics leading by 10. Dishes it to White. Right side, White. Brogdon. Feeds to Williams. Takes it from 10. Boston, no good that time either.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
From 15 feet away. No good from Bogdanovich.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
White, good.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making a switch here. Murray's checked in. There's the dish to Griffin. He passes to Murray. Here's Murray. 12 points for him. Passes it to Bogdanovich. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bogdanovich has got 9 points. Boston leading by 9. Dropped it. Defended by Griffin. Dropped it. And the shot no good. A bit short. Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Now Murray. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. White's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Wide open look. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich. The Hawks trail by 9. The pass to Murray. Griffin a screen on Williams. Off the screen. Gets it to go. Bogdanovich has got 7 now in this quarter.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Outside, White. Rocked it. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
Well, he's not the best athlete on the squad, but he had the room he needed, and he took advantage.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Williams. The Hawks trail by 10. Young with the ball. Now guarded by White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 14.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Here's White. He's got 10. Four on the clock. Tatum defended by Bogdanovich. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. He passes it to Murray. The floater. They grab their own miss. Williams with the block.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
White against Young. White drives in. Brown. Rocket. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was just a shade under 90% from the free throw line last season.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, this team does not waste opportunities at the foul line. They make the opponents pay when they foul them. If they get sent to the line, they're cashing in.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And here's Young. 14 points for him. Young, right side. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Smart's checked in for the Celtics.
Ball to left.
1:53 left to play here in the third. Brown outside. He dishes it to White. Here's the teardrop. Rebound, Atlanta.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And Young, here we go. Murray, the pass to Hunter. Here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Hunter, he's covered by Brown.
Get it.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Young outside. Pass to Griffin. He kicks it to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. To the paint. And stolen by Horford. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. It's Young on the wing. He's got 17. Back to Griffin. Takes a three. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Got that one up quick. He's got 8. The Hawks trail by 11. Young left side. Capella. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. The first free throw is good. The Celtics making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Smart with the ball. He's got 16. Brogdon. Clock at 6. Great D that time from Griffin.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Celtics leading by 9. Tatum, he's guarded by Collins. Williams, a screen on Collins. And the shot is good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Now Young. There's the lob to the hoop. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
Get it!
Smart misses. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Bogdanovich, Capella, and he lays it straight in. Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about a minute into it. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Defended by Bogdanovich. There's Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first.
Kevin, they're shooting around 90% from the free throw line. And you and I both know that's very strong, very impressive free throw shooting for this team.
And Williams drops them both. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Bogdanovich, white covering. The 9-foot shot. Bank shot, no good.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
There's a screen by Williams. Tatum, the 15-footer, good. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has not held true.
Here's Murray, defended by Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good. Celtics leading by 9. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hunter, it's blocked. Now here's Smart. The feed now to Williams. Kicks it to Smart. Dishes to Williams.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
And the Hawks making a change here. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
That free throw good from Smart.
Hitting around 92% of their free throws overall, you've got to love that kind of efficiency. Good volume at the line, but they're knocking them down. I mean, you make 9 out of 10, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
So he gets them both. Here's Young. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Can't help goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive boards.
And Steve, quite honestly, he is their muscle. I mean, the guy they rely on for some brute force when they need it is him. Finesse isn't the first word that comes to mind when you're talking about this guy.
Out to White. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Williams gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Now Murray. Passes it to Hunter. Now Murray. Hawks passing it around. From the arc. Gets it to go. Here's White. Now a timeout called by Boston. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
White, left side. He feeds it to Smart. There's the dish to Horford. Pass to Williams. Tatum. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The pass to Murray. Capella, he's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. No good on the 3. Celtics leading by 8. Picked by Horford. Tatum gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Young outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Young's got 20 points.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
The Celtics have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. White with it, now defended by Murray. That's good. Smart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Number 41, guarded by Horford. And here's Young. Young off a pick from Hunter. Off target from outside.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
There's a screen by Williams. Tatum. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He misses the free throw. Collins checked in for Atlanta. And the second free throw, good. Here's Murray. Feeds it to Young. Young off a pick from Collins. And Young, here we go. From past the arc. The shot by Collins, no good.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
Now here's Smart, defended by Young. There's the block. He passes to Murray. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Pick by Horford. Tatum. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Young off a pick from Collins. They double him with Horford. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Pass to Hunter. Here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Young outside. And that one swishes right in. Young's got 12 points in just the second half. Celtics leading by 9. Smart with the ball. He dishes it to White. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
And the shot is good. Here's Smart. Pick by Williams. Tatum. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 19.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Pass to Collins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Horford.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Come on, you can do this.
And that one falls for Collins. Brown is checked in for Boston. And so Collins nails both of them.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Now here's Smart. T right on him. He kicks it to Brown. Puts up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple. The Hawks trail by 14. Young outside. There's the pass to Murray. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Now Murray. Kicks it to Young. This one for 3, and that is good. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Celtics leading by 13. Brown kicks to Smart. Back to Brown.
Horford.
And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 12 points in just the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Young outside. Good. Young's got 29 in the game.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Round down low. He's covered by Murray. There's the triple. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, and that's his first three of the half. There may be more in store.
Atlanta's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. The feed to Young. He passes to Hunter. The tray. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Griffin. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the defender was on him like glue, all up in his airspace. That's a very low percentage shot against that kind of D.
Yeah, you're right. Best not to force it when you've got someone draped all over you like that. You got to move the ball on.
12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were